Okay, number 5. Vincent received $79.95 for his paycheck for 14 weeks and deposited all the paychecks into an empty bank account. After a $580 withdrawal during week 15, what is the remaining amount of Vincent's account? So we're looking for the remaining amount. Whoopsies. Sorry, guys. Okay, now I'm ready. For the remaining amount, I know that he received $79 for a paycheck for 14 weeks, which he deposited, and then he withdrew $580. So I'm going to go ahead and find out what he made in total. So $79.95 times 14 weeks. 5 times 4 is 20. 9 times 4 is 36, plus 2 is 38. 9 times 4 is 36, plus 3 is 39. 7 times 4 is 28, 29, 30, 31. 0, 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 9 is 9, 1 times 9 is 9. 1 times 7 is 7, add it all up. 0, 8 plus 5 is 13, 9 plus 9 is 18, 19. 9 plus 2 is 10, 11, and 11. Look at my decimal points, 2 to the right, so I'm going to put 2 to the right. So he made a total of $1,119.30. And then it says he withdrew $580. So I'm going to make sure that I line up my decimal points. I'm going to add in zeros to even it out. 0 minus 0 is 0. 3 minus 0 is 3. 9 minus 0 is 9. 1 minus 8 I need to borrow. Becomes 11. 8, 9, 10, 11. 3. Borrow. 10 minus 5 is 5. So $539.30. And that is going to be positive because the amount that he had in the bank before that withdrawal was larger. So $539.30. Okay, City A sits at 56.85 feet above sea level, while City B sits at 6.43 feet below sea level. What is the difference in their elevation? So we're looking for the difference, and this is above, and then this one is below. So essentially, difference tells us subtract. So 56.85 minus, but it's below sea level, negative 6.43. What I would do, though, is really draw a picture to make sure you're doing it right. So here's sea level. The one is at negative 6.43. The other is at 56.85. And we are looking for this complete, that distance from there to there. So if it's minus and negative, we keep change flip, so it's going to be plus a positive. So that means we're adding them because we want the total distance between the two. So looking at our picture as well, we know to add. We are going to line up our decimals. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. 6 plus 6 is 12 plus 1 is 13. 5 plus 1 is 6. And it is going to be positive. So 63.28 feet. So 63.28. But make sure you draw your picture so you know you're getting it right. Alright, an airplane was traveling 7.2 miles above the ground. To avoid a storm, it reduces its altitude by 2.4 miles. After clearing the storm, it increases its altitude 1.3 miles. What was the final altitude? So we're looking for the final altitude. And we have all of this information. 3 changes. Oops. Change that. There we go. Okay. So, he started at 7.2 miles. And again, I'm going to draw a picture. So here's the ground. And he is at 7.2 miles. Then it says he reduces his altitude by 2.4. So we went down 2.4. And then after clearing the storm, they increased their altitude by 1.3. So it's asking for the distance from where it started to where it ended. So from here to here, right here on the right. So I'm going to say 7.2 minus 2.4 plus 1.3. So again, I'm going to keep change flips, so plus a negative. I'm going to go ahead and take my 2 positives and add them. So 7.2 plus 1.3, 2 plus 3 is 5 decimal, 7 plus 1 is 8. So now I have a positive 8.5 and a negative 2.4. So same sign we would have added, different sign though, we subtract. So 8.5 minus 2.4, 5 minus 4 is 1, 8 minus 2 is 6. And is that going to be positive or negative? It's going to go ahead and be positive. So the distance from those two is 6.1. So we're going to go ahead and put it in 6.1, and it's a positive. Okay, next, number 8. Alexander lives in a city with a sales tax rate of 8.25%. He plans to purchase a lawnmower for $185 and 2 extension cords at $25 each. What will be the approximate sales tax that he will have to pay for his purchase? Okay, so we want to know the amount of sales tax. And he bought a lawnmower for $185 and 2 extension cords for $25 each. It's an 8.25% tax rate. So first let's see how much he paid. So he bought the lawnmower for $185, and then, oops, he's drawn all over it like crazy. And then he bought 2 extension cords at $25 each. So 25 times 2 is 50. So 185 plus 50. 5 plus 0 is 5. 8 plus 5 is 13. 1 plus 1 is 2. So $235. So now we're asking ourselves, what is 8.25% of $235? So we're going to set up our proportion. Is over of equals percent over 100. So what is, we do not know, the amount of tax of $235, and we are looking for 8.25%. So we're going to go ahead and do our cross product. So 100 times x, so 100x, equals 235 times 8.25. So 235 times 8.25. 5 times 5 is 25. 3 times 5 is 15. Plus 2 is 17. 2 times 5 is 10. Plus 1 is 11. Put a 0 for the second row. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 3 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 zeros for the third row. 8 times 5 is 40. 3 times 8 is 24, plus 4 is 28. 2 times 8 is 16, plus 2 is 18. Add it all up. 5 plus 0 is 5. 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. Plus 1 is 13. 8 plus 1 is 9. 1. I have 2 decimals to the right up in the problem, so I'm going to put 2 decimals down here. So $1,938.75. But then we divide by 100, divide by 100. When we divide by 100, remember we move our decimal 2 places to the left. So x is going to be 19.39 if we round up. So it asks, what is the approximate amount of sales tax? So it is asking for this number right here. Good job.